Jeff Bezos is here. He is the founder and CEO of Amazon.com, the country's largest online retailer. The company's electronic reading device, the Kindle, has sold in the millions since its debut in 2007. Amazon recently announced that it is now selling more digital books than hardcover books for the first time in its history. Although sales of the Kindle continue to grow, the device faces increased competition from tablet computers such as the Apple iPad. Last week, Amazon announced its second quarter profit rose 45% from the same period last year, and its revenue grew 41%. Amazon stock has since fallen because analysts expected even greater earnings performance. I am pleased to have Jeff Bezos back at this table. Here is the deal. This is not a commercial for a Kindle, because when there are new products from any manufacturer, when there are new ideas in health or science, when there are new movies and new books, we are very pleased to see them in your interest. Having said that, my first question to Jeff Bezos is, what have you brought?
Well, your instincts are very good, Charlie. This is a new Kindle.
Yes.
We're taking pre-orders starting right now as
this is like an official announcement.
This is an official announcement, and this new Kindle is 21% smaller in terms of area, even though it has the same display size.
Right.
It is 15% lighter. It weighs only 8.7 ounces, so you can hold it and read for long periods of time with one hand. It has a month of battery, and it has 50% better contrast on the screen. So this is a electronic ink display. It's readable in bright sunlight, so you can read it in the comfort of your home or poolside.
Yeah. Now, does it cost more or less than existing Kindle?
$189. That's the same as the existing Kindle. So we're keeping the price the same, even though it's got all of the improvements in terms of battery life.
Storage capacity is less or more?
Storage capacity is double. You can carry 3,500 books with you on this device.
3,500 books.
3,500 books. And
that's a summertime of reading, isn't it?
That's half the news. The other one is we have an identical device. We're also starting to take pre-orders for it right now, and that's Kindle Wi-Fi. And it's identical to this one, except it doesn't have our Go Anywhere free 3G wireless. And the Kindle Wi-Fi is $139.
So that's the cheapest Kindle you can buy anywhere, just Wi-Fi only.
Wi-Fi only, $139, but it's still got the 50% improved electronic ink contrast, readable in bright daylight, lightweight. If it's even a little lighter, it's 8.5 ounces.
In the end, when people say the iPad or some other tablet device that allows you to read is a Kindle killer, Jeff Bezos says what?
Well, I get this all the time, and first of all, I can say Kindle is succeeding. It's a very different product, but it's a little bit. I can give you an example. If I came to you, Charlie, and I said, Charlie, I love your show, but we got to sex it up. We got, the Charlie Rose Show.
You've got my attention.
We need fast cuts. Right. Vicious arguments between your guests. We need to really sex up your show. You would say rightly to me, Jeff, I love you, man, but you don't understand my audience. We have a cerebral conversation here. It's what we do, and it's how we're differentiated.
Right.
And so, that's
our place.
And that's what happens when people come to me and they say, Jeff, you got to have full motion video color on the Kindle. I say, why? You think Hemingway is going to pop more in color? So we're doing a particular thing, and so when somebody says to me, you need to add the full motion video and all these things that the iPad has, I say, well, you know what? You don't understand my audience. I love you, but you don't understand my audience.
And you don't understand how many Kindles I've sold.
Well, that's true. It's also working. That's the other argument I can use to rebut that.
But the bottom line for you is that for reading, people want a designated device.
Yeah, they want a purpose-built device that's where no trade-offs have been made, where every single design decision as you're walking down the process has been made to optimize for reading. The number one thing that people are doing on their iPad right now, if you look at the rankings, they're playing a game called Angry Birds, where you throw birds at pigs and the pigs blow up. The number one thing that people are doing on their Kindle right now is reading Stieg Larsson.
But there's an application for a Kindle on an iPad.
Absolutely, and also on Android, also on the iPhone, also on the Mac, also on the PC, also on your BlackBerry. So our approach is when you buy a Kindle book, we want you, it's buy once, read everywhere. So you buy that Kindle book, and we have a technology called WhisperSync So we'll synchronize your place, and you can read a little bit on your BlackBerry, read a little bit on your iPad. Then if you're going to have a 2-hour reading session, get the Kindle and get a device that is really optimized for long-form reading.